From the block to the booth, the vision's revealed. We're unstoppable now, and the truth gon' reign. This is legacy in motion, remember the name. This is VACAY-JAYTV, the next level of exclusives. You know what I'm saying? Salute, 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 salute. VACAY-JAYTV, next level of exclusives. You know what I'm saying? Salute, salute, salute. Subscribe right now, hit that bell and lock in with the real. Welcome to VACAY-JAYTV.
Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen and ladies, welcome to another live event. I am so excited that I was talking with the mic muted. Let me know you can hear me loud and clear. Let me know my audio is good. Let me know. Let me know. It is a beautiful week. This is a beautiful week, fam. Oh, man. My next one had the parade. It is a beautiful day and week, okay? And just watch the shot, man. This is my first reactions, fam. Spoiler alert, spoiler alert. If you know VACAY-J, you know how I do. I'm giving you a warning. We going in on everything, especially with this episode. To me, and I'm gonna give you my rating. I'm gonna give you my rating at the very end, but I'm just gonna say this. To me, personally, this was one of the greatest episodes written. And I'm going to go into details. You already know. I'm going to go into details. We're going to talk about it. Hit the like button for me. All right. We need to get this to 100 likes, fam. Need to get this to 100 likes, man. Let's get this up. Let's share this out. Fam, if you've watched the episode 5, all right? If you watched episode 5, then you already know what I'm about to get into, but I want to hear your first reactions, family. I see you in the chat, fam. You know how we do. I'm going to bring up the chat. We're going to have a discussion. My God, this was an amazing episode. Amazing to me. Just to me. And I'm going to go into the details of all that. But before we do that, let's get to it. I'm not going to hold you. What did you guys rate it on a scale of 1 to 4? 1 meaning fire, 2 meaning good, 3 meaning meh, or 4 not feeling it. Okay? And be honest. Put it in the chat. Let me know. Man, I'm gonna give you my rating at the end, but I'm just letting you know I personally thought this was one of the greatest episodes that was written. And I'm looking in the chat out. Look, spoiler alert for those who haven't seen it. If you haven't seen it, hit the like button, skate on out, go check it out, Paramount Plus, and then come back and join the discussion. Jeez, this one was great. This one was amazing, fam. We're going to talk about everything. We're going to go into all the details. This was a very detail-oriented, but still kind of like touching at the same time. Like, I think it almost covered all 4 pieces of what is needed to make a great show, a great movie, great show. And I always say it, fam. I always say, if it can make you laugh, make you cry, make you happy, make you sad, if it can cover all the emotions, it is a great one. And I think this is the one. I mean, this reminds me of I don't know, shout out to my pal fans out there. This reminds me of, when we always say episode 5 is the turn up for power. This was the turn up for the Chi in this last season, man. So I'm not gonna hold you, man. You already know. Let's get into it, fam. Let's talk about these two first and foremost. All right. Put your rating below and we'll talk about it as we go along, fam. yeah, I see you. I see y'all. I see y'all. Look. This couple right here. I guess we could say back together again. We're going to talk about it. We're going to get into it. Back together again. Okay. Look, man. The stars will align this whole week for me. All right. I don't know about everybody else. I hope you had a great week. It's Friday, man. First off, happy Juneteenth. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. You know what I'm saying? Man, were you shocked? I'm just going to ask questions and you guys answer below because we're going to get into it right now. And we're going to talk. We're going to go to the top real quick because we're going to talk. We're going to talk about. All right. We're going to get into it. We're going to talk about it all, but we got to start from the top. All right. Were you surprised at Nuck's answer? Spoiler alert, family. If you haven't seen it, like I said, if you haven't seen it, go watch it. Were you surprised at Nuck's answer when Tiff was like, yo, what is Bakari talking about? Why is he saying people going to find out, whatever? Were you surprised that this was not a lie? Okay, what Nuck said wasn't a lie. He said his answer was what? Oh, he's talking, Bakari's talking trash. It was about me talking to Toussaint. And she's like, about what? Tiff is like, about what? I give information for protection. Now, again, that wasn't a lie, right? It wasn't a lie because we remember, he did have a discussion. Toussaint wanted information to get Reg, right? So she got Nuck on that to get Reg because, remember Toussaint was trying to get his son out of jail, right? To get Reg. Now, Toussaint, we haven't seen her all season. Now, I don't know if it's still going on. We don't know if it's still going on because I haven't seen him have a discussion with Toussaint, the detective Toussaint, in a while. Haven't seen her all season. You know what I mean? So for him to say that, was I surprised? No, because he's trying to come up with anything that he can to stay on the good side, but she don't trust him. She ain't tell him I love you. You know what I'm saying? That's what he was tripping on. You know what I'm saying? Because he's like, do you trust me? He's like, oh. She's like, I don't know. I don't know, B. You know what I mean? I don't know if I trust you. No, we don't trust you. We never trusted you. Tiff never trusted you. Tiff never loved you. You was just a convenient D at the time, okay? You was just a convenient D at the time. Don't be mad, son. Don't be mad. But let's get into it, fam. Let's go. I am highly satisfied by the actions of Reg and Jackie. Now, why am I highly satisfied about that, right? I should be like, first body of the episode. Spoiler alert, family. If you haven't seen it, hit the like button, go watch it, come back. I'm always going to say that because I don't want to spoil it for you if you haven't seen it. Okay, go watch it, Paramount Plus, The Chi, and then come back, okay? But I was highly satisfied by this, fam, because, to me, it's only right, man. Like you left my man Shad out there. You left him out there for a bag. You know what I'm saying? Rosalind gave you a bag, Nora. And, she told you not to, tell him that Shad was with you. But turn around, Patience did what she did. She got you to sign a written statement. And we already knew that Rosalind was coming back. But I didn't know Rosalind was going to come back like this. I didn't know that Rosalind was going to hire Reg and Jackie to pop Nora. First body of the episode. Was I satisfied? Yes, because you was about to let Shad rot in jail over money. And now you walking around first off, your ass is in danger. Why are you on the phone? He keying it up next to the window like it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Like Shad had every reason to be like, yo, I'm scared for your life. You know what I mean? And Patience told me she had people. Well, your people ain't scour the area. I guess they ain't going every building. This is not the Secret Service, right? Patience don't got Secret Service dudes like, yeah, go look in this building. Go look on the top of the roofs. Go. You know what I mean? Nah, she ain't have all that. But yeah, man, your boy Reg was hired, got Jackie, and this is the first time we see Jackie in action. It's about time. I'm glad we finally see it because all we heard was, oh, Jackie's a good shoe. She don't miss. You know what I mean? And Reg is like, yeah, you better not miss. She's like, I never do. All right, well, you did your thing. You did your thing because you popped her. Were you sad about Nora getting popped? All right. I wasn't. I wasn't. I wasn't sad at all. I wasn't shocked that this was happening. Family, I'm coming to you. I'm coming before you. Talk to me, fam. Let me know what up, what up, what up. I see you. I see the fam coming through. What you say now? Definitely. What's up, Chanel? Hey, how you doing? You said great episode? Yeah. Let me move this up. Great episode, right? Yeah. I think it was one of the greatest. All right. You give it a 1, okay. Salutations, okay. My guy, DeMarcus Vaughn, happy Juneteenth, yep. He said it was a solid 1, ice cold. I see you. You know, I was going to talk to you about that. We'll talk offline, bro. Team Tiff, okay. Tiff made Imani proud, okay. Jackie ain't no joke, yep. I wasn't shook, yep. You were shocked that he was a snitch, yeah. You were shocked that he told her she was a snitch. Yeah, I was, but see that. What else could he come up with? But Nora, I'm not mad. I'm actually happy. Like it's only right. You know what I'm saying? Like she shouldn't have just took the bag and just left my man shy for that. You know what I'm saying? You just no good deed goes unpunished is the saying. So you doing this good deed, it actually got you popped, B. And I didn't even know that Rosalind was connected to Reg. Now, are you surprised about that? Because there was no indication to me. Like to me, this is the first, I would say, like us being on notice to see that your man Reg is connected to Rosalind. Rosalind obviously hired him. He said it's done. So they about to get a bag from Rosalind because you know she still got money. She still got money. So, man, let me move this out of the way. There it is. It's done. Said it's done. They about to get a bag. What's up, Sonya? I see you. Great episode, right? Yeah. Oh, a lot of stuff going on. A lot of emotions. Look, I'm not going to hold you, but we're going to take our time with this one because this one to me was a great episode. I'm going to give you my rating at the end. If you just came through and didn't rate it, go ahead and rate it right here. 1 for fire, 2 for good, 3 for meh, 4 for not feeling it. Fam, if you are a Shy fan, then I kind of already know what your rating is. I kind of already have an idea if you're a real Shy fan. You know what I mean? All right. Okay. Again, I'm surprised that they're in contact. Like, seriously. But bye, Rosalind. Good riddance, man, because I was mad. I was mad she did that. Okay. Let's move on. Now, this was another real moment that I'm like, okay, these things happen, right? These things happen. Like, it is what it is, right? So your man Devonte is supposed to be watching the Nature Channel, right? 2 baby cubs or whatever, you know, the mama lion or whatever. And he is on the phone and he's looking at something. Now, again, when I'm hearing the narrator talk about the tigers and the lions and all this and that, so I'm thinking that's what he's doing, but he got headphones on and your man mouth wide open like, like he looks shocked. But guess who comes in the room and sees this boy watching the corn? Okay, I'm gonna put it corn with a P. Watching the corn your man Emmett. And Emmett Emmett is surprised, but again, he's trying to be the best father that he can. And I appreciate him because the way that he handled it properly, because he just did what he had to do and took the phone away. Now, again, for every young man who is a grown man now, have you ever been caught by your parents, mother or father or both, watching some corn? Corn. Yeah, I'm calling it corn. Have you ever been caught? Okay. Have you ever been caught? Because your man Emmett snatched the phone away. He's like, what you watching? He's like, nothing. You know what I'm saying? He took the headphones out. All you hear is, right? You hear the lady. I was dying laughing. And he took the phone away. Like, what are you doing? You ain't supposed to be watching that. You know, he was pissed. I mean, would you be pissed too, man? Or you like, oh, well, you know, it is what it is. He's a young man. He's at the age. But it seemed like Emmett was not ready for that. He wasn't ready at all. And would you be mad? Would you be mad? Do you think that he handled it properly is what I'm saying? Because the boy is just like, why can't I do it? He's like, you can watch it when you're an adult. He's like, when am I going to be an adult? It's like 18. And he's like, dang, this boy only 12 talking about, dang, 18 is an adult. Bruh, do the math. You're 12. 12 plus 6 is 18. You only got 6 years, bro, before you can watch whatever you want to watch. Okay? Relax. But Emmett took the phone. and only right. Emmett is turning out to be a really good father, man. And you know, I'm glad she's writing him where he's trying to do the best that he can. But also what I appreciate as we get into the Kesha Emmett saga is that Kesha is always there for this. You see, look at her working on schedules, man. I love Kesha, man. Kesha has grown up to be an incredible woman, an incredible adult, just an incredible mom. You know, regardless if it's blood or not, she's going to take care of it. But here we go. He comes in and he's like, man, I just caught Devonte looking at corn. And she's like, oh, well, you know, it is what it is. Like, and she's like, yo, did you have to talk with him? He's like, the talk? What talk, man? Like, did you have the birds and bees talk, man? He's like, he don't want to deal with it. And I don't think any parent wants to be talking about the birds and the bees to their kids, especially because he's 12 years old. You know what I'm saying? With their child, period. But it's happening at a very young age. Okay? And I'm not going to ask the question. If you want to put it in the chat, you can put it in the chat. But when did you, okay, I'll ask this question. When did you have the birds and the bees talk? Or have you ever had the birds and the bees talk with your parents? Very important conversation. I remember having the birds and the bees talk with my mom. My mom had that conversation with me. Okay. My dad, he had the conversation in a way. Okay. It was like in a way. It was kind of like what Darnell told Emmett to do. Yeah, just use a condom, but it was a little bit more deep. I got a little bit more information, you know what I'm saying? But I appreciate this right here because, again, Kesha is the voice of reason for him. Kesha is the backbone to not only Emmett, but to the family. And I love that she's being written like this. I love seeing that she has become, and I'm just going to say it, she has become better than her own mom. She's become way better than me. And I think because of what Kesha went through, and yes, this is a Kesha appreciation moment. I think because of what Kesha went through, season 3, you know, one of the saddest seasons, the craziest seasons, with her being kidnapped and everything and having to grow up so fast and always being a big sister to Kevin. I think having to grow up so fast, she is now able to do her best to maintain the family here. And this is important. I'm glad, and shout out to Lena Waithe always for, inserting these very intricate dynamics and just pieces that a lot of people may miss, right? Some people may miss these little pieces, but they're very important pieces. But Emmett got to have to talk. He don't want to have to talk. Emmett, you got to do it. Okay. You got to do it. Okay. You got to do it. Okay. We get into it, fam. We going to get to it. This is my first reactions. You already know. We going to get to the good stuff. But we got to talk about the leading up. We got to lead up to it, family. I'm not trying to hold you, but we got to lead up to it. This is first reactions, man. And again, if you haven't watched it, hit the like button. Go watch it. Come back. Where we going? All right. It's time to have this conversation. Now, look. For those people who follow VACAY-J, I appreciate y'all. Sometimes I may, insert some things and just kind of put it out there. Because when we talked about Mondo and who his mom is and all this and that, a lot of things came to my head. And I was like, yeah, Mondo's mom may be a crackhead, maybe this, that, and the third. Some of y'all was like, we'll see. Some of y'all ran with that. We obviously know that Mondo's mom is Patience. And Patience is the lawyer that helped Shad and Trigg get out of jail. So we know that just to make sure we're clear. Patience is not a crackhead. Okay. Patience is nothing close to a crackhead. Okay. Patience is patient. And what she was going to tell him is exactly what I thought last episode when she was like, listen, I got something to tell you. And she did explain finally to Shad that she has a son. But here's the different part about this conversation, right? The different part about this conversation that I thought was like, whoa, is that, well, in order for you to meet my son, because Shad is like, okay, you got a son, why you ain't tell me? She's like, I didn't think it was going to be this serious. But the different part is that Shad has to meet Mondo's father and get approved by Mondo's father. That's the deal that Patience has made with Mondo's father. And he's like, oh, so, I mean, how do y'all feel about that? Like she said, well, that's been the deal because it's the same thing. Like if the father of Mondo wants to date and has a young lady, like Patience has to meet the young lady and approve of the young lady before she can meet Mondo. So, I mean, they got a good deal. What do you think about that deal? Is that a good deal? I think it's a pretty good deal, man. I think it's a safe deal. She said it didn't work the other way. But they seem to be getting real close. And what do y'all think about this relationship first and foremost? All right. I'm going to keep it at that. Let me go to chat real quick. Let me see. What do you think about this relationship, man? Do you think this is going to last? Do you think this is a good relationship? What do you guys think, man? Chime in below. Let me know. Hit the like button, fam. Share this out. Let's go and see the chat. What's up, Mitchy Music? I see you. What you say? The Marcus said I was 13 when my mother had to talk with me because she didn't want to be a young grandmother. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Okay. But y'all chime in below. Let me know your thoughts on this right here because I don't know if this is going to be a good couple or not. Okay, I see the Marcus. Marcus says Patience look like Levita from, yeah, I know, but what do you think about the relationship, bro? What do you think about this whole thing where she has to take Shad to meet Mondo's father? All right, chime below, let me know. All right, let's keep it moving. Let's keep it rocking. I mean, I personally, I think that Patience is like the best choice for Shad. To be honest, I think it's the best choice because at the end of the day, like she's a lawyer. She seems to be an upright type of individual, woman, and she's gonna look out for the best interests of not only Shad but for her son and for herself. Even though Rosin got popped, I don't know what type of security she had. We'll talk about it when it happens. Okay, father-son conversations, man. Emmett is talking to Pops, talking to Darnell, And he's like, man, I caught Devonte watching this, that, and the third. And he's like, for real? Like, yeah, man. He's like, man, I messed up with you because you know, again, Emmett explained that his father only told him, hey, just go ahead and put on a condom. Just go ahead and put on a condom, don't worry about it, da, da, da. Obviously, we know that didn't work out. What Kesha said to Emmett is that, yeah, you better have the talk with him because you don't want him to end up like you. And Emmett was like, well, you know, what's wrong with that? And she just looked at him like, come on, man. Do I really need to say, man, you got like 20 baby mamas, 20 kids. I'm embellishing. And now Emmett's trying to do the right thing, which I appreciate, man. But he told him that he needs to go ahead and hurry up as they're cleaning records. Go ahead and hurry up and propose. And Emmett's like, yo, why you rushing me? Why you rushing me? He's like, I'm just saying. And then he admits that he told Riley. And then Emmett's like, why you tell Riley, man? I don't want Kesha to find out. And he's like, well, you know, I did it because we going to take care of the kids when you do it, right? And he was like, oh, yeah. Darnell came up with that real fast, boy. He wasn't supposed to tell Riley anything, you know? But I thought this was a good conversation. Like, yeah, you need to have that talk, man. And he thought that Devonte was 10, 12. And it was just a good moment, man. Again, I'm pointing these things out because these are the intricate details of the Chi that I don't think we get in any other TV show. That's why this show is so important. That's why it's a great show, because we're getting the intricate details and the dynamics between a father and mother and, you know, a couple. And we're getting all this stuff that is not usually talked about in a TV show. That's why I'm going to miss this show. I'm going to miss this show, man, because sitting down as Darnell's cleaning the records with the record cleaner. I know about that. I'm a DJ. Once a DJ, always a DJ. And sitting down with his pops as they're having this discussion while they're doing something. That's the bonding time. And I said it last episode. I said it all season. I'm loving the relationship between these two right here. Very important. And shout out to everybody that's had this experience. And if you never had this experience with your dad, man, you know, it's all good. It's all good. Don't even worry about it. Lene, man, let's talk about it real quick. Lene is scared for her life. I don't know here's my question. You guys answer this question for me. Why did Kenya send this to her? Right? I just want to know, why did Kenya send Lene the recording? Because what? Lene is supposed to be the one to tell Tiff? Why is Lene the one to tell Tiff? Oh, because Kenya's not down with the sister circle? I mean, what do y'all think about that, man? But she gets scared. She hears, you know, some people out. She hears some gunshots, and you know, she's now texting Bakari. Bakari, can you come over, please? You know, I'm in the house alone. I'm scared. And she looking out the window. I'm like, if you ain't opened up your lips the first time, if you didn't say what you said in the sister circle, now again, she didn't know that Tiff told Nuck anything. All right, she doesn't know any of that. But yeah, man, she's scared now. Now she wants Bakari to come over. But I don't like how she did Bakari. I really don't. I don't like how she's doing Bakari. Okay. All right. Let's keep it moving. Kesha, Riley, I think they have a good relationship, man. But she is saying how Riley is a great addition to the fam, and I agree. I agree that Riley, you know, while she's not trying to take the place of Jada, she realizes that she's very encouraging to Kesha. You know, that sister, motherly sister, auntie sister type thing is very necessary, especially for a young mother. And also it kind of bridges the gap. I mean, I think, fellas, I think we need to take note of this too. How the older women, the older sisters, connect with the younger sisters, and they have this kinship, this bond, you know what I mean, to try to work things out in situations. I don't think fellas go to each other enough, right? each other enough about situations. And I'm glad that Riley is there for Kesha. Good stuff. Okay, if we talking about the intricate details, I'm leading up to it, fam. I'm leading up to it. Okay, I know y'all want to go right in, but I'm leading up to where we need to go. Okay, I'm leading there. Don't worry, I'm gonna get there. Don't worry, we gonna go there. We gonna go there. Hit the like button, share this out, let everybody know. Whoever loves the shy. Whoever loves the shy. Okay. So your man is talking to Trig, and Emmett. They having a conversation. You know, your man, this was a very interesting conversation too, because, you know, Trig is like, Victor, he's like, do you think that Nuck is good for Tiff? Now, again, this is not the first conversation that Trig is having with Emmett about Tiff. He obviously still is feeling Tiff, which I'm happy about. He still cares. You know, they all he did was just share a kiss together, and they shared a night. They went out one time, right? And they shared a kiss together. That was a while ago. But, you know, Emmett's like, yo, I think that Tiff is too much of a woman for Nuck. And of course, he's like, yeah, I think that too. He's like, yeah, why'd you ask that? He's like, you trying to get back in? He's like, yeah, I mean, you know, the opportunity presents itself, right? But what what Emmett said to her was, oh, because I ain't know how it worked, because I know you into other things, right? That's what he said. He's like, I know you into other things, so. And he was respectful, but he was like, your man was like, yeah, I like all types of women. So we touching on it, but not really touching on it. Like, we know that Trig was with, you know, a transsexual person, you know, Nimani and all of that. But it was touched on, but not in a disrespectful way. It was like, oh, I thought it was something else. I thought I didn't know how it worked. I thought you was rocking with the other side. He ain't know. But he was cool. He was being respectful. So, yeah, if the opportunity presented itself, your man wants to get back in with Tiff. And the opportunity, if you watch the episode, definitely presented itself. We're going to get into that. I'm leading up to it. Don't rush. We cooking right now. We letting it cook. Let it cook. Okay. But this was a very interesting conversation. All right. Again, little foreshadowing. That's what it was. All right. Let's keep it moving. Okay. Where we at? Here we are. Man, look. This is it? Okay. Bakari goes over the house. She says she was scared. Bakari said, I got you. Cool. Let's go here. And then they spend the night together. I don't like watching kids get busy, whatever, because they kids to me. They're kids. All right, let's get to it. I don't want to say they the new Kevin, Papa, and Jake, but they are to me. You know what I'm saying? They just are. But I just like watching the interaction. So you got Mondo on his phone, you got Tevin on the phone, and look who is there moping and crying because he don't got his phone because his phone was taken away. And they are just like, man, how'd you lose your phone? And Devonte get mad because he's like, oh, I'm all right. And he's like, no, you're not. And they kind of teased him a little bit. But your man Tevin, who again, the name is so close to Kevin. He's like, yeah, you know, I can get some phones because you know, my dad, he got a whole lot of phones. And Mondo's like, yeah, I don't know if you want to do that. And Devontae's like, yeah, because we all know that, you know, Tevin's dad is a rug dealer. And they always seem like they're going to get into it, but it just reminds me of the three. It reminds me of the big three of the Shy, who I call Kevin, Papa, Jake, the original big three. This is the new big three, and I'm gonna call them the big three. Okay, y'all can run with that if y'all want to. But their interaction is so reminiscent of our original gang, and I just love it. I just like the way they're just friends. They're really, really becoming great friends. Okay, I'm cooking. Don't worry, I'm getting there. Bakari, he's there. He's like, yeah, so we gonna be together again. And she's like, nah, you just can live here. She was like, I'll think about us being back together. Because he dissed her, man. He really did. He's like, I ain't sweating you. She kicked him out. He's like, yo, we together again? She's like, nope. You just came through. He's like, yo, you were scared. He's like, yeah, you just came through for me. That's it. So Lene, I don't know. I don't like how she doing them right now, but I think she's trying to be careful. But at the same time, she is super paranoid. So she wants protection from Bakari, but she don't want a relationship with him because he's staying in the street. Understandable. You got to protect yourself first. CYA all day. Y'all know what that means, right? CYA all day. Cover your ass. All right, period. Okay, here we go. I thought this was good, man. Not Kevin. I keep saying Kevin. I want Kevin to be here, I guess. But Emmett and Devonte have the talk. And this talk was a great talk to me. Lena Waithe, writing team, everybody. Great job. Great job. Great job. Because Devonte got questions. He's 12 years old. And what Kesha said to Emmett, now Emmett is kind of like saying to Devonte, you know what I'm saying? That you got to have consent with a woman. It's not just inserting yourself. It's not just going back and forth. What you see online is fake. All right. You need to have a conversation. You need to, you two need to get together and talk prior to. Because, Devonte don't know no better. He don't know nothing. This boy has no idea. He's 12 years old, and why would he know anything? Why would he know anything about it? But Emmett did the right thing and saying that, yeah, I want you to not only be protected, but just know that if a woman says no, then you need to listen and you need to stop. And he's like, well, what about... I'm trying to say it the best way possible. What about spraying some white stuff on her face? Let's just say that. What about spraying some white stuff on her face? That's what he asked. Like, this boy got crazy questions. I'm like, man, I know Emma's blood pressure had to be going up because to explain, what about spraying on her face and all this and that? He's like, yo, you can do that with her consent. And he's like, what is that? He's like, permission, bruh. That's why y'all gotta talk. You know what I mean? You have to talk. You have to communicate. You have to both be on the same page. And what I appreciate also, they kind of killed three birds and the bees. They killed three birds with one stone. Not only is he having to talk with Devonte, he's explaining that it needs to be consensual. You need to talk with your mate, your partner, right? It's really like 4 stones. Talk to your partner. Stuff you see online is fake. And if she says stop, then you need to go. You got permission to go and handle yourself. I'll say it like that. Handle yourself. Self-love. He's like, self-love. He's like, what's that? Like, you got permission to be a master and then bait. I'm trying to say it the best way possible, fam. And he's like, you keep saying partner. He's like, well, I don't want to assume that you only like women. That's like 4 stones right there. Like, I don't think any man has ever had a conversation like that. You know what I'm saying? Because most fathers would be like, well, I like women. You gonna like women. But he was like, I don't want to assume that you like women. You know what I'm saying? He's like, and Devonte straight, he's like, nah, bro, I ain't gay, man. I love girls. I like girls. It's like, okay, cool. But the way that he positioned it was very methodical. It was very caring. It was like, I'm considering all aspects of what could possibly be, what you could possibly want, and how you need to handle it. I think Emmett's doing a great job. Great job with this conversation. But Devonte asked the question. He's like, it was a whole lot to this thing right here. And I'm glad they took their time with it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't rushed. I think every man who is a father, not just a sperm donor, but a father who has had this conversation with his son, specifically his son, not the daughter, specifically the son, needs to have a conversation like this. If this is a lesson on how to talk to your son about the birds and the bees, I think this is a good example of how it should be done. That's why I say it's a great episode, fam. Because this, again, very detail oriented, very well thought out, very well written conversation that a kid would have with his father. I don't think a kid would ask all these questions at one time, maybe over time, but for them to lay it out this way, it was perfection. So Devontae's like, yo, so when do I start? This is the end of the conversation, but he's like, when do I start being able to have self-love? He's about to say master. He was like, self-love. And then Emma's like, yo, we gonna talk about that. We gonna talk about that. But I thought it was well done, man. Shout out to the writers of this, because it touched on some things that we as men, fathers, need to talk about with our boys. You guys, let me know in the comments below what you think about that. I thought it was done in a great way. Done in a great way. Great job with this thing. Great job. Okay. Okay. Shout out to Emmett, man. You did good, boy. You did good. You did well. You did well. You know, you did well. Okay, so the fellas are talking, and Emmett talks about the whole talk. Shad is saying that, yeah, he got to go and meet Patience, Mondo's father, and all of this and that. And, you know, they talking about Tiff as well. So this is a layered conversation. We don't really got to go into that. We'll go into more details. As I said, we'll go into more details when I get with Nels from Shade in the City, when we get together. Or maybe, look, Father's Day is coming up, so we may not do it on Sunday. We're going to try to work things out, see what's going on. But if we don't go live, I'm going into a little bit of details here. Okay, Father's Day is this Sunday. Shout out to all the fathers. But I like their I like when these guys get together, have a conversation. They have a really like honest conversation with each other. And more brothers need to have conversations with each other like that. I think this show is kind of giving examples of what could happen if you're open to having a discussion and being honest with yourself and honest with situations. Right? All right. Let me see. Where are we? So we got the conversation. Okay. Here we are. Yeah, let me see. Is this oh, okay. This is where Kesha has a discussion with the mothers because Riley hooked it up. Riley hooked it up. Riley said, listen, you want to take the phone away? You need to talk to the moms. I'm gonna hook it up. She's like, well, I'm cool with Tevin's mom. I don't know why Kesha's cool with Tevin's mom, but you know, Emmett is there as well, right? Emmett is there as well. And they're like, look, we need to all be on the same page. We need to take the phones away from the kids because, you know, they doing stuff. Amaya, she seemed to be kind of opposed to it at first, but Patience is like, yeah, I'm with it. Like, whatever you want to do, I'm with it. If we need to hold it to the 18, we hold it to the 18. So, you know, Emmett is right there, and they're like, yo, what you gonna do? They can go outside. Well, you know it's crazy outside, and that's true. It is. But Emmett is standing by his woman. He's supporting her. Patience is with it. They're going to take the phones away. These kids are going to go nuts. And they do. They go crazy. And their phones are taken away, and they have to chase after these kids to get the phones away, which I thought was funny. Which one of you, tell the truth, shame the devil, which one of you have ever had your phone taken away when you was a kid? If you had a phone, like, look, when I grew up, I'm dating myself. When I grew up, in my day, we didn't even have cell phones. Okay? Yeah, I'm dating myself. But parents who are dealing with kids now who, you know, you got to take their phone away, you got to fight for it. They was chasing after these kids, which I thought was funny, man. The kids arguing, why are you taking my phone? She going around the couch. It was it was crazy that Patience and Amaya had to basically chase these kids down, but he gave the phone up reluctantly. This was like he was wanting. Tevin was really just upset, boy. He was having a fit. He was like, ah. He was going nuts, man. These kids, they can't live without their cell phones. They can't do it. You know what I mean? I mean, they can, but they feel like it's the end of the world if their lifeline is taken away. You know? And that's exactly what happened, man. That's exactly how they felt. You know? All right, let me go to chat. Let me see what's going on. All right, I see you, Finley. Thank you for coming through. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're here for the very first time. And let's go here. Shout out to my man, DeMarcus Vaughn with the $5 super chat. Appreciate you, bro. You already know how we do.
That's my dog.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah. Been a while since I did that.
Thank you for your contribution.
Yes, sir.
And bringing that vacay energy.
Appreciate that, man. He says it's great that Emmett and Devonte had that father-son talk as Father's Day is approaching. Absolutely. Absolutely. Shout out to all the fathers out there, man. Salute, super salute. I see you guys in the chat. Let me go through the chat. What's up, fam? What's up, fam? I see you coming through. What's up, Monique 69 Ways in the building? What's up? Here we go. DeMarcus saying Lene is very annoying and needs therapy. Yeah, okay. Monique says, good for him, not assuming. Yes, right. Mission Music says, Emmett did a great job having a dad talk. Yes, he did. Let me see here. I wonder what Shay would have told Devonte about the talk. Yeah, I wonder that too. What's up, Jeremy? He says, this is a healthy example for men and their sons to have conversations. Men need to talk more with their sons about consent and how to recognize a woman giving and restricting consent. Yes, I totally agree with you. Shout out to you for that right there. All right. Renee said, no cell phones, but we had a landline, which I was punished from using. Me too. Now, for those who don't know what a landline is, okay, a landline, let me explain to the youth, Renee. A landline is also called a house phone. It's a phone that was on the wall or on a table that was in your house. You couldn't leave the house with it. That's why it's called a house phone. And it was connected through wires into the wall, and it would go up to something called a telephone pole outside your house. Yeah, they used to have telephone poles, okay? So we call that a landline. We call that a house phone. Fam, if you grew up in that era, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. You had a great childhood. I'm just going to say it like that. If you know what a landline is, if you know what a house phone is, you had a great childhood. You grew up understanding what patience is, because we had to have a lot of patience. No cell phone, no computer, nothing, no dial-up. Okay, when it came, we were happy, but even dial-up and DSL through the phone, we got the internet through the phone line. That was even slow. So if you grew up in that era, shout out to you, man. We say that Amaya is not a bad mother, though. She's not. She's just a little rough around the edges, right? Steven says Nuck is up. Yeah. We're going to talk about that. I'm getting there. I'm cooking. I'm cooking. I'm waiting for everybody to watch it. And we're gonna go in. All right. Happy Juneteenth. Amaya is what Tiff used to be. Okay. I could kind of rock with that. What's up, Deja in the building? Hey, finally Tiff found out. Yeah. We gonna get that. I'm cooking. Look, I'm cooking. Let me cook. Let me chef it up real quick. Tiffany looking like she's going to be the next. Yeah. DeMarcus, you asked that question before too. I think you made a statement like that she might be. Look, I don't know if when we get there, we'll talk about it. Okay, I don't want to talk about it too early. We're gonna get there. I know we've been talking for a while, but I'm gonna get there right now. I'm gonna go. Let me speed up a little bit. Okay. Renee says the best. I was a kid, a teenager, and a young adult. I know. Incredible times made us most patient individuals in the world. All right, man. Let's get to some things. So first body out the gate is this. I want to get to this, man. As we get close to the hour, I gotta get to it. Let's go there, fam. I am so excited because we finally, after all this time, we finally got these two together. We finally got these two, and I thought this was so beautiful how it was put together. Now, gentlemen, take note. Now, again, you don't have a shy staff. You don't have a Lena Waithe. You don't have all the props and all the red lights and everything that you need in order to do something like this for Kesha. But you can do your best to do what Emmett has done. All right. If you're going to propose, and even if you've already proposed, if you're married for a while and you want to do something special for your woman, get the kids out of the house one way or another if you have kids, and do this special thing for your lady, gentlemen. Do something special like this for your lady. And you may have already been married or whatever, but it's always good to show appreciation. And I'm saying this now because this is how I feel. It's always good to show appreciation to your woman, taking some time out. Like what he did, what he put together was pretty incredible. And I have to specify, very detail oriented. I have to specify what this man has put together. Now, again, we'll talk about the characters. Fellas, do the best you can, okay? You don't got a staff. You don't got people putting stuff together like what was done for Emmett, okay? Like, dude is putting down, all the treats and the lights and the, he got roses. He's sprinkling rose petals on the floor and all over her. Like the dude he's doing his thug thizzle, man. God, I love you, Kesha. Like he is putting it down for this woman. And I was, you know what? Y'all can say what y'all want to say. I was happy about this because she deserves it. She deserves it. She deserves it all. You know what I mean? Doing what she's doing, being patient with Emmett, and the whole nine. Now, again, this is all for the purpose of engagement. All right? Now, I'm going to say real quick, before all of this, yes, Lene went to talk to Tiff with that recording. All right? You seen it. If you've seen it, you know what's up. Went to Tiff. Tiff wasn't there. Played the recording for Trig. Victor went to Emmett and said, yo, man, I got a recording. Nuck took out Rob. Boom. I got to let Tiff know. He's like, let me get through the engagement first. She's like, all right, do what you got to do, but I'm going to tell Tiff. Okay? So this is after all that went down, and he still did what he was supposed to do. Now, the question was on the table, and I'm going to give it to you. If you've seen it, you already know I'm going to ask. Kind of, were you satisfied with this proposal? Because they both proposed to each other. Okay? They both proposed to each other. Emmett got down first, pulled out the ring. It was beautiful. It was great. Were you satisfied that they both proposed to each other at the same time? They had the pictures. Your man had the pictures of them coming up with the baby. You know what I'm saying? It was done so well. They got, you know what I'm saying? You got the collage of us and them when they was kids with the kids all around, you know what I'm saying? The pictures, and then when they were like younger pictures, like, bruh. Now some men will be like, yo, you making us look bad because we can't do what you're doing. Don't think like that, son. Don't think of a victim mentality. Don't think like that. You do the best you can. But the man proposed to his woman, and they both got down on their knees together and made it happen. I'm gonna pull up the ring. The ring was nice. That was Jada's ring. I thought that was real nice, right? Great proposal. She took the ring, and let me see, where's the watch at? She pulled out a watch. Where they at? Okay, they both right here. They both on their knees here. So she gave him a little rollie. You know what I mean? Yeah, like a little rollie. I don't know if it was a rollie, but it was a nice watch. And they both was on their knees proposing to each other. What do y'all think about this? Was it done tastefully? Was it done to your satisfaction? Okay. Again, we talking about the highlights here. Okay, let me go to the chat and see what y'all got to say about this proposal. Was it a great thing? Was it good? What do you say? Okay. We say it didn't matter to you? It didn't matter. Okay. Okay. No, at first I was opposed to it, right? At first I was opposed. At first I was like, yo, let the man do it. Let the man propose, this, that, and the third. I think this proposal, yeah, red light special, right? I think this proposal kind of satisfied all of us, right? Because we as men was like, nah, let him, you know, some of us men, I'll speak for myself. I was like, nah, let Emmett do it. Let Emmett propose, do this, that, and the third. And he did everything that he needed to do. He set everything up, roses, the red lights, this, that, and the third. And then turn around, he got on one knee with the ring, right? He said it was cute. Yeah, it was. It was cute. Let me see. I'm trying to find a ring. The ring was nice, and the watch was nice. You know what I mean? I thought it was cool. I thought it was great. I'm happy they both got to do what they wanted to do for each other. You know what I mean? Because what I'm just like, did she know? Because she had looked like she had the gift right there, ready to go. Like, you know, he proposed, and then she got on her knees and put a pillow down and all this and that, and then she proposed too. And I was like, did you know that he was going to do this? You know, so you said your favorite show. So I don't know, fam. I think this was tastefully done. I'm not mad at it. I'm glad they did it for each other. And they're going to tie the knot. Okay. Let me see what Chanel says. Because of the way it was done, I was satisfied. I wasn't for Kesha proposing, but it was more him proposing to her, agreeing she chose him. So I love it. Shout out to you, Chanel. I agree. I totally agree with that. Thank you for lining up with what I was saying, because again, to me, it's like he needed to do it. I was adamant about that for the past whatever episodes, and he did it. He did propose. You know what I'm saying? He did propose, and I was happy about that. And then when she went down and did what she did, and they said it all at the same time, would you marry me? At the same time, it was cute. It was definitely cute, as Renee said, but I think it satisfied everybody. Those who wanted Emmett to do it first, and like they okay with Kesha doing it, I think it satisfied everybody. Okay, let's go ahead and talk about it. Y'all ready? So, of course, y'all see the first picture that I had up there. Your man goes to Tiff. Your man goes to Tiff. Says she looks beautiful. And she's like, you came over here. She put the baby down. He's like, oh, you came over here to tell me that? And he was like, nah, I got to play you something. It's like, you need to sit down for this. She's like, nah, you can tell me. And went ahead. Your man Victor went ahead and played the recording of Zay saying that, yeah. Saying that Rob did what he did. I mean, saying that Nuck took out your boy Rob. And I don't know why she was like surprised at this. I don't know why she was surprised, but I think she was like, yeah, well, why you ain't telling me that? How long have you had this information? She yelling at him. She's like, yo, I just came over here as soon as I got it. So he played the recording. But I think she was just going through her mind like, yo, you know, how long have you known this? Da, da, da. The dude was locked up for 6 months, man. Come on. She was livid. But at the same time, she said, I knew I couldn't trust him. And he like, well, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Did you think that she was going to do this? All right. As we wrap this up, because we could be out here for days talking about everything else, which was very important. But did you think this was going to happen the way it did? Okay. And this is the part that I'm like, I'm very satisfied. As we wrap this thing up, I'm very satisfied with how it went down. He comes in, it's all dark in the entire house. He's like, Tiff, where you at? I'm upstairs. I'm upstairs. And who the first person you see? This man. Look at this. I was like, oh, yeah. He looking at him like, bruh, you cooked. I knew this day would come, but your ass is cooked, boy. And man, she was like, he's like, what is he doing here? Your girl Tiff, for the first time ever, showed us that she can be ruthless. She can be menacing. She showed us exactly who we needed her to be. And she went ahead and she popped that man. This is for Rob. Pow. Oh, wait. It was only one shot. I'm giving you a couple. Pow. Bam. Bam. Look, I was laying down watching this, you know what I'm saying? But when she did this, I was like, oh, in the middle of the night, I was like, oh, whoa. She popped that man. Nuck is out of here, family. Did you see this coming? Did you see it? I want to know. Did you see it coming? Because honestly, I didn't think it was going to move this fast. I honestly didn't think it was going to move this fast. But she popped that boy. Your man Trig is like, all right, let me grab that real quick. And she just looked at him, looked over him. Man, got his blood on her face. Fam, were you surprised that this moved as fast as it did? there was no, there was a plan, but it was like a really quick put together plan. She popped this boy. Don't point it at me, man. Man, it wasn't me. It wasn't. Were you surprised at the demise of Nuck? Did you think it would be her? Family chime below, let me know. As we come to a close of this, man, my rating is that this was fire. This was fire. Where's my bomb? This fire episode to me. I give it a 1. Crazy. Let me see your comments below as we wrap this thing up. Family. I loved it. I loved the entire episode. You say you like the same time proposal. Boom. You did too. Okay. What up? Big Dino says Tiff is a bird. LOL. The show is very anti-men. How is it anti-men, bro? How is it anti-men? When we got fathers talking to their sons, we got the brothers talking to. I don't think you know what you're talking about, bro. I don't agree. All right. We say I didn't expect it, but I'm glad Tiff did it. Okay. So the boogeyman first. Yes, he did. The boogeyman was definitely first. Renee says, I don't think she was surprised. I think she was hurt, played, and used. Yeah, I knew Tiff would unalive him, but not this soon. Right, Renee. It was like, played the recording. She's like, I knew I couldn't trust him. What you gonna do? I'm upstairs. Wow. This for Rob. Yo. Crazy fast. Okay. Easy to be ruthless when you pissed and been played with. Absolutely, Mo. Absolutely. Definitely fire, right? But you say, I'm not convinced that patience is safe. Okay. And Victor Trig, the dirty Macker. Oh, being creative. Okay. Okay. Chanel says Trig was ready just in case if Tiff froze up. Yeah. Also love the song. She took him out to it's so poetic and satisfying. Absolutely, Chanel. Absolutely. So bye-bye, man. Bye-bye, man. Bye-bye. I was very, very satisfied. I was very, very satisfied. Yep. Reg is the main villain. You know, we didn't go into that about Reg and the whole, Jake saying, yo, leave Bakari alone. I think when Reg was like, I don't give a F about you or Trig or anybody, Bakari. And then he slammed the door and then he was like huffing and puffing. Like, I think Jake really hurt him. Because he's like, you ain't my brother. You know what I'm saying? I choose my brothers. Bakari's my brother. He's like, the devil made you. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. Very satisfying. I am not mad at this at all. I'm actually happy that we finally got this. I am truly satisfied. Now, what's going to happen next? This is a major shift. Y'all know this, right? This is going to be a major shift in the show. Because now Tiff has done this. Who's going to run the mob? Is it going to be Schmitty, who is now messing around with Hannibal's wife, which is crazy? Who is going to run the mob? Is Reg going to run the mob now? Is that where we're going? He's becoming the main villain, or is she going to run the mob? Whoa. What if Tiff runs the mob? Wow. These are questions, fam. I'm throwing them out there. Let me know your predictions. Let me know what you think. Your man Trig got his girl back. I think this is the opportunity for him to get his girl back. I think this is it, fam. And I'm happy about it because, it's meant to be. It's meant to be for them to be together. Just like Emmett and Kesha. Congratulations to the couple, right? Congratulations to them. I'm happy about that. Emmett, Kesha. Yeah, man. This is poetic justice. right? Poetic justice where Nuck is out of here. They gotta get. I think it's supposed to happen. That's why he's out of here. You're gone. You're a bum. You're gone. But congratulations to Kesha and Emmett on their proposal. Major shift in the show. Family, drop your predictions in your comments below. Great episode. I'm satisfied. Totally satisfied. So I rated a 1. It's fire. Family, put your rating below. What'd you say? Mitchell Music says, yeah, I was surprised to see Reg shed a tear. Yeah, he was hurt. Would you say, I wonder if they'll thank Bakari on a live Nuck? Maybe because they know that Bakari had beef, or Trig or Nuck had beef with Bakari. So that's possible. Trig was a thief in the night. Okay. Yeah, he stole his girl? Nah. He did what he had to do to keep her safe. Thoroughly satisfied by this. It was called The Dead of Winter. That was the title of this. Very well put. All right, family. I appreciate you all for coming through. Share this out. You know what it is, family. It's been great. What up, Jay is the Gem? Reg should be the next. He earned it. You think so? Okay, we'll see. We'll see how it goes down. If Reg's going to run the mob, but he in his feelings. For the first time, we saw Reg in his feelings. So I appreciate y'all coming through. Have a great weekend. Happy Juneteenth. All right. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Salute, super salute. Enjoy the weekend. Shout out to all the people whose fathers have passed away. Mine has. Stay strong. Think about the great memories of your pops. All the jokes, all the dad jokes, whatever it was, just think about the great memories of your dad. Our fathers are with us. They're watching over us. All right. Enjoy this weekend. This was a great episode, man. And I'm going to see y'all in the next one. All right. It's your man, VACAY-J. Until next time. Salute.